Shedeur Sanders cited for speeding. Shannon Sharpe recalls how he got 2 tickets after driving at 108 mph. Everyone craves speed and the thrill of the chase. The temptation to slam the accelerator without guilt or fear of consequence is hard to resist. But most of us hold back, whether out of respect for the law or fear of the fallout we simply can't afford. For professional athletes, however, the rules often feel different, think the NFL fans. And Shedeur Sanders is no exception. Police clocked the Colorado alum, known for his impressive car collection, driving at 101 miles per hour, well above the legal speed limit, and issued him a speeding ticket, and not for the first time this month. However, someone released footage of the second incident, ensuring the public saw Shedeur receive what many consider a trivial speeding ticket. It's something that happens every day. Almost everyone has received a citation for driving too fast at some point, including Shannon Sharpe. The Hall of Famer could relate to Shedeur's situation. Back in his 3rd year in the NFL, cops caught Shannon driving 108 miles per hour and 92 miles per hour in a 60 miles per hour zone, just 10 minutes apart. They issued him 2 tickets in rapid succession. Shannon understands the thrill and temptation of speeding, especially when you're young and behind the wheel of a flashy car. It's hard for me to be because I got stopped. I wasn't a rookie. I got stopped going 108 in a 60, and I got stopped at 92, so I'd have 2 tickets in a matter of 10 minutes. So speeding, I get it. Something about speeding in young people. You got a lead foot. I got a lead foot, Shannon recalled. Former NBA star Joe Johnson also shared a similar experience from his time in Atlanta. He and some teammates were speeding down the highway in newly released Dodge Challengers, all going well over 100 miles per hour. But when the police intervened, only Joe was pulled over, rather than arresting him, as is common in Georgia for such high speeds. The officer showed mercy. The officer, a black man who recognized Joe, appreciated that Johnson had pulled over while his teammates fled. Joe actively avoided involving himself in a dangerous, high-speed chase in the middle of the night. He, too, understands what it's like to be young, wealthy, and driving high-performance cars. I was playing here in Atlanta. Them Challengers had just come out. I had one, Jeff Teague had one, and Josh Smith had one. So we get back to Atlanta one night off the road, about 2 a.m. in the morning. We're on 285, tan and rolled up. Man, I'm the only one who gets pulled over. We always over 100. I had a black police officer pull me over, and he knew who I was. He gave me some grace. I was very respectful, he said. Still, both Shannon and Joe emphasized a bigger point. Shedeur must recognize that being a Sanders comes with added visibility and scrutiny. He has a name to uphold and high expectations to meet. That means it's time to slow down, literally and figuratively. 2 speeding tickets in a single month is more than enough. He may not be so lucky next time, and continuing on this path could eventually end in disaster. In the bright haze of the Colorado morning, the news broke with a whisper that turned into a roar. Shedeur Sanders cited for speeding. It wasn't a scandal, not really. After all, young men in fast cars are hardly breaking news in America. But this wasn't just any young man. This was Shedeur, son of the primetime himself, Deion Sanders, and heir apparent to the spotlight, the pressure, and the pride of a legacy worn like a custom suit. The citation wasn't catastrophic, just a speeding ticket. But in the world of cameras, commentary, and college football celebrity, even a speeding ticket ripples through headlines like a stone in still water. Cue the sports talk shows. On Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharpe leaned back in his chair, his grin wide, eyes gleaming with the mischief of memory. The topic of Shedeur's citation had barely made it out of the host's mouth before Shannon was off to the races, much like he once was in his own Dodge Hellcat. You think 75 and a 55 is bad? Shannon chuckled. Man, let me tell you what I did. The studio leaned in. It was 1996, Broncos training camp. I had just signed that new contract, feeling myself a little too much. I had a new ride, a real one. Black on black, supercharged, humming like it wanted to take flight. I hit the highway on I-25 out of Denver, and, well, let's just say I wasn't exactly obeying traffic law. Shannon paused for effect, then dropped the hammer. Clocked at 108 mph. Not once, twice. 2 different counties, back to back. Sheriff in one pulls me over, says, "Son, you trying to fly that thing?" I told him, "Sir, if it had wings, I'd be in Phoenix by now." Laughter erupted, but there was something more than bravado in Shannon's story. Something about the allure of speed and the burden of expectations. He looked straight into the camera.